when it speaks about rulers, you have to be clear that Satan has already been destroyed. Because this verse, there are folks that call us, how can you say the devil was destroyed? How about those rulers and power of darkness? You can't come with that now. You have to understand clearly that the word says, Paul says that Satan was destroyed. Once you have that settled, don't use the other questions to try to say he wasn't. You have to understand the scripture. Ezekiel's 28:19. You should take notes. Ezekiel's 28:19 says that in that day he was never to exist again. And when you go to Isaiah 27:1, it says that in that day on the cross he would kill the serpent with his cruel sharp sword and destroy him. Then you go to Colossians when it says that he freed us. Not that he's going to free you, but he's freed you from the power of darkness. That publicly he was disarmed and destroyed. And then you go to Hebrews 2:14. It says that the children took part in flesh and blood, and he did also to destroy the devil. So then you have that clear that Satan was destroyed. So don't get confused now when you see a verse that says we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against rulers of darkness. That has an explanation, blessed. You have already acknowledged that the scripture, history, and the gospel says that Satan was destroyed. But now what's left is evil, lies, ignorance, darkness, like that lady that called the radio. You're always asking for money. It's the first time we've ever spoken of it. But because they're in darkness, the flesh drives them in every which way. I call them masses of living flesh. Have you seen those those fishes that look like whales, the fat fish that they call manatees? Those are manatees with hair. They dress in clothing, but those are the people you must protect yourself from. That sometimes it's your uncle or brothers, you have family members, and they're flesh that you have to protect yourself from. They're no good. Listen, I protect myself. That of my uncle, my cousin, my nephew, I'm not with none of that. That my brother, be careful. Close family, if they don't know this word, they are masses of flesh that are dangerous for you. That a family, that your uncle is coming to visit. Well, let him come whenever he wants. What does that have to do with me? No, he's your uncle. No, that he's the brother of your mother, that remember that he helped you when you were a child. Thank you that he's helped me. But what does he have now? Don't come make my life miserable. Listen, with this thing of family, I'm with the family of faith. And let me tell you, neither mom nor dad doesn't count. If it's no good, it's no good. If it's flesh, it's flesh. Because before the lie, I'm going to enter in a territory that's very healthy now. Let's go to Romans 8:7 to show you something there. Romans 8:7. That if my dad or my mom, I love them. I love my grandpa. No problem. I respect. Well, I respect the folks that have nothing to do with me. But when it comes to the gospel there,